What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another podcast episode of the High Value Agent podcast, where we inspire people to create a better life through real estate. And on today's episode, I want to go all the way back to what I believe is the foundation to growing your real estate business. And the reason why I want to really touch on this today is because I've been having a lot of conversations with people, and in those conversations, I believe they're trying to build or put a roof over a house that has no foundation or no framing. And we got to really unpack this to get to the bottom of it. What I have found, the people in real estate business or just in business in general, they find more success if they have a strong foundation, okay, in their principles and their values and their mission, right? When they're very clear on that and they have what I call business maturity, they typically grow at a faster pace. They grow at a higher level, and they have more fulfillment through that journey, through that process. But I think a lot of people in the industry and just in life in general are really lacking the the ultimate foundation that allows them to make their daily decisions based out of and all that stuff. And I want to unpack that. It's just on my heart to do so today, so I want to do that. Now, I really broke this down into three different like categories. Okay, when we talk about the foundation, let's define what that truly means. So we're going to talk about your mindset. Yes, we're going to talk about it. And again, this is not just going to be a mindset episode. However, that is extremely important when it comes to, again, you doing what you need to do to grow your business. So we got to really unpack that. I'm going to expound on strategy. Okay, so we're going to get tactical. And then also, we need to talk about having clear expectations. Okay, because I believe the reason why there's a lot of like burnout, or maybe some people get to a point where they are constantly in fear or they're constantly in overwhelm. I believe that is happening because our expectations are not really aligned with the condition, right? And we got to understand that in order for you to really get what you want out of it, I think we got to make sure conditions and expectations are matching, or the your expectations that are being set, the conditions are above the actual expectations. I think typically people, even your clients, are going to overall get a better experience right through that journey or through that process. So let's unpack it. It's all germane information. These are conversations I'm having within my organization every single day. So I want to share that with you guys. So let's get right into mind frame or the mindset. Okay. Starting with your attitude. What is your attitude? What is your attitude like when you are preparing for the following day? If you're not preparing for the following day, then you're already going to start the new day behind. And what I mean by that is, when you wrap up the current day you're in, a part of your wrap up process should be to prep for the following day. And that could be just simply creating a checklist. Here are the things that I need to get accomplished tomorrow. And those things need to be money making or needle moving activities. All right. And we're talking real estate, right? So those core activities, you got to make sure you're putting that stuff on your checklist. These are things that need to be done. And then prepping, like, what time do I need to go to bed tonight? So then I know I wake up at the time that I need to wake up to start my day. Because again, all that factors into your attitude and your approach, right? So your attitude, prepping, actually executing on your day, and just having the mindset of, man, not that I have to wake up at 4:30 or 5 or 6 a.m. to start my day and do XYZ so I could build my business, but I get to do these things. This is a privilege. This is an opportunity. It's not a chore. What is your attitude? Are you are you doing the activities and are you doing the work that has inspiration behind it? Or are you doing it because it's just another thing that is on the list to do and it's a chore? Like it literally is funny because when I'm speaking with my wife, we have our older kids, they have chores. They have daily chores that we have put in place to help them build up a sense of being responsible, right? Responsibility and being able to build the character that they need, that we believe they need to become or build, so then they could go out in the world and actually be successful in their life. With that being said, it's funny because their attitude towards the chores is exactly that. It's, oh God, I got to do this, right? And constantly, myself and my wife, we have to remind them, no, this is building you into the person that is going to be very dangerous out here in the world in a positive way, right? Meaning you're going to be equipped with skills and a mindset that will allow you, or at least increase your chances of getting what you want in the time you want. Okay, so you're building the skills that are going to be required for you to be successful in your life at a high level. Attitude, right? Are we going to have the attitude of a 13-year-old when we're looking at the homework we got to do, and when we're looking at, okay, I got to make my bed, I got to brush my teeth, I got to wash the dishes, I got to take the trash out because trash day is tomorrow. Like, is it that type of attitude as we are working in our business, as we're waking up every day and building a business? Or is it, I get to do this and I am grateful to be in this position to get to do this? So, again, attitude is extremely important. And then another thing, this could really help you with when it comes to the attitude part. What are your goals? Whether it's personal and business. By the way, a lot of people talk about, well, I want balance. I want, and actually, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself because this is going to go into expectations. But a lot of people want balance, personal, business. They're separate. No, they're not. They're all one thing. Okay. Here's the reality: your level of business growth will never exceed your level of personal development. So they're all connected, they're all one thing. Your business is not going to grow if you're not constantly building yourself. So why are we trying to separate the two? It's all one life that you live, not work life, personal life. It's all one life. So if your goal, what are your goals when it comes to your life? That as a result of your business, you'll be able to achieve as a result of your business, as a result of who you are becoming through your activities. Your activities, your habits are making you who you are today and who you're going to be in the future. What are your goals? And then keep those in front of you. And again, understand it's a spiritual, emotional, physical journey, mental journey that you're on, that you get to be on. Okay. But keep those goals close to you. Share it with your family. Keep them in front of you at all times. If you believe in vision boards, do that. If you believe in having your phone screensaver be something of your goal, do that. If you want to have your whatever, if your goal can be shown as a photo of something, maybe it's a material thing, maybe it's a financial thing, and you can put the number, right, your income goal, maybe that is the thing for you, right? Well, you could always keep that in front of you. Some people put that stuff on their mirrors at home or on their laptops as a post-it note. It doesn't matter, but keep it in front of you. Constantly be reminded as to, you know, this is what I'm working towards, right? And then being able to do that allows you to be excited about the journey, about the progress that you're making, right? When you keep it in front of you. Like if your goal is to hit $100,000, well, you're probably going to if you do it the right way, you're probably going to keep track of that as you progress throughout the year. Okay. And now you can see your progress, and maybe it gives you the fuel and the energy you need to keep going, right? Because you're feeling like you're making progress, which, in my opinion, progress is success. So get determined, get excited about what it is you're out to accomplish. Keep it in front of you. That is all your attitude. Now, conversely, what most people do, and again, which is why I wanted to really elucidate on this in today's episode, is most people tend to just be a victim of whether it's your clients or the market or the interest rates or your family. Like you are, like, not you, but people tend to play the victim card, and they just, like a leaf, they just float through the day and through the weeks and through the months and finally through the year. And like a leaf floating in the air, right? The wind takes them right, it takes them left, it takes them down, it takes them up. And then finally, the leaf just lands on the ground. And that leaf has no control as to where they're going to land because it's a leaf. And that leaf can land in some water. It can land in a beautiful patch of grass. That leaf could land on a busy street and get ran over multiple times within the first 5 minutes of hitting the ground. Or that leaf can land in some dog shit. At the end of the day, it's just floating through the air. And a lot of us in real estate tend to do the same thing. And that is an attitude adjustment we need to make because we don't want to be the leaf. Okay. We don't want to be the leaf. We want to have and be in control. And again, that is your mindset, which is your attitude. So I wanted to start there because, again, we're talking about the foundation of building an incredible business. Not just any business, an incredible business, one that is, you can sustain it despite what market you're in. It doesn't matter. You can duplicate it. You can be picked up and dropped off in a completely different state, and you can duplicate what it is you built. And it's profitable. Obviously, you want to make sure that, you know, you have a profitable business. We are in business to be profitable. I want to pivot. Let's talk about strategy because I think I beat down mindset enough, right? I think we get the picture at this point. Um, let's talk about strategy though. So when I think about strategy, typically I'm thinking about what is your approach? Okay. Like, okay, mind frame is attitude. In that attitude, gratitude, energy, right? And now we're talking about strategy. What is your approach? What are we what will be our daily, not routines, but what are our daily rituals? Now, let's define the difference between a routine and a ritual. Well, I'll just define it this way. A routine is something that you do typically on a daily basis or on a weekly or monthly basis, right? That's your routine. However, a routine is likely to get broken. A ritual happens no matter what. A ritual gets done no matter what. I mean, it is embedded, it is ingrained, into the mindset of the person that I don't care if I have a broken leg, I am going to get this thing done because it's my ritual, right? So, what is your rituals that's going to help you reach your goals in your business, which is your life? Yes, that's your life. Another strategic thing or approach or ritual could be, how are you showing up in regards to how you're dressed every single day? Now, I am here to tell you that I think we're one of the worst dressed professional industries on the planet when it comes to who you are as a professional and the mindset that most agents have, thinking that they don't have to dress the part, that they can dress casual as if they're going to the beach when they're meeting with a seller or buyer for the first time. It's I am extremely perplexed, confused, not understanding where that idea came from, that that was okay. Like, I wish I was meeting with an agent to sell my house and they showed up in a t-shirt and shorts and flip-flops. And I don't give a damn if we're in Indiana or if we're in Florida or California or in any place warm. I don't care. You show up and you better look like a professional. Otherwise, I'm not gonna feel it. And we're gonna have a pretty short meeting. I mean, that is identical to you going to your doctor. You got a doctor visit, just a typical checkup, and your doctor walks in with casual clothes on that they would wear to the grocery store or that they would work out in. They don't have the white coat on. They don't have none of that. They just walk in. They're like, "Hey, I'm here to. It's good to see you. It's been a few months. How's everything going? Just we're gonna go through some things." You'd be looking like, "Whoa, doc, is everything okay? Like, you ain't dressed the part today. What's up?" And I guarantee you, it will scare the shit out of you, and you'd probably want to leave. And if you stayed, at least the bare minimum, when you leave that doctor's office, you're going to be completely confused and probably a little concerned. And you may consider changing up your doctor. But we as real estate professionals, we want to show up. Again, we're basing how we operate our business out of personality and not out of principle, values, purpose. I'm here to tell you that there's been plenty of clients that I've helped personally, and even not my own personal business, but just from a team aspect. When we include all of our clients, I've heard so many stories of the client telling us, "Listen, we really like the fact that you guys dressed like professionals. It showed us, client, that you actually cared and you had respect for us." And that's why we went with you. I've had clients literally come to me because I was always and still am the professional that would ask for feedback, always. And this could be with one client, and I'm helping them through selling our house. I'm probably going to ask for feedback at least 10 times. So I'm always asking for feedback, and they will share it like, "Hey, this and this and this and this." And we really, really enjoyed that you showed up and you were always dressed nice and professional. My other agent showed up in Crocs and this and this and this, and we just felt like that, maybe they were part time or maybe they didn't take it as serious anymore. So, and I'm sitting there like, what are who? What did they wear? Oh God. All right, we're gonna pivot from this, but dress the part. Because I still see people to this day And I'm like, you're in real estate and we're at a closing. It's like, what? Like you dress like you're the client. Don't do that. Um, and then again, like real quickly, I want to unpack core activities because when it comes to your ritual, what should your ritual be? What does that look like? What does it, feel like? Your ritual is going to consist of you waking up at a certain, well, number one, going to bed at a certain time. Stop staying up so late. Wake up early so you can start your day early. Okay. And maybe early for you is 6 a.m. because you wake up at 8 a.m. Maybe early for you is 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. But wake up at a time that allows you to do a couple of these things or all of these things. Number one, wake up, give yourself time to wake up. Okay. And then do something that's going to fill your cup. And what I mean by that is whether that is working out or reading a book or meditation or breath work, which is a form of meditation, or just spending time with your family, allot yourself 2 hours to accomplish those things before you get to the office. Now, you probably just heard that office part and you're like, well, I don't even have an office, or oh, I have an office but I always work from home. ah I don't recommend that. I recommend you showing up in a professional setting, in a professional environment, because again, you are going to work, right? Can you work from home? Sure. But what I have found is people are most productive when they are not working from home, but in an office or somewhere with a shared work environment. Okay. So do those things in the morning that allows you to really fill your cup, have fulfillment, have joy, gratitude, fill your spirit with that. Right. But I also want you to, and it depends on if you're on a team and maybe they got this already put in place for you, or maybe you're solo, or maybe your team doesn't have this stuff structured. But allow yourself at least 30 minutes to practice what to say to a human being when it comes to real estate. Okay. Whether you have a script that you like, LP Mama, or maybe you have a presentation, a buyer or seller presentation that you have that you can work on. It doesn't matter, but you need to find something that is going to allow you to build your skill and your confidence when it comes to talking about real estate. I call that mastering the real estate conversation. 30 minutes. Okay. And then we should have a 2 to 3 hour window in the morning time before noon when we should be making our phone calls, making our reach out attempts. This is, in other words, some people call it prospecting, right? And by the way, prospecting for new business and lead follow up or nurture are two different things, two different mindsets kind of go to that, right? Prospecting could be for new business, could be calling expireds, FISBOs. That could be calling through your database of people you've not spoken to before, internet leads, or some of those Zillow leads, whatever you could be working, right? And then you got your nurture business. Those are the people you've already spoken to. You're just trying to maintain a relationship, right? Past clients, you're trying to maintain a relationship. Current clients that have not transacted yet, you're trying to maintain a relationship and move them through the sales funnel. But you need to dedicate 3 hours total per day to doing both of those activities. Again, I would recommend 1 hour minimum of finding new business, new people to build a relationship with, and then 1 to 2 hours of follow up, or that could be flipped. It could be 2 hours of finding new business, 1 hour of follow up. It doesn't matter. It really just depends on where you're at in your how full is your pipeline. I recommend having 16 people in your 0 to 90 day business. 16. Okay. If you have less than 16, maybe you need to make that 3 hour time block, right? 2 hours of it being finding new people to build a relationship with and dedicating only 1 hour to lead follow up or nurture. But once you get about 16 plus, then maybe you flip it. Maybe you go 1 hour new business development or building new relationships or prospecting for new business and 2 hours of follow up because maybe you have more follow up to do. But you just have to get that dialed in. Those are the core activities. You want to know the reality of the matter? 80 to 90% of agents that are in your market are not doing that consistently, probably 95%, if I'm being real. I mean, and again, I'm just looking at the data, right? 71% of the entire real estate population last year, 2024, did not sell a single house. There's no way they're doing this stuff because business is not complicated. It really isn't. It's very, very simple. We complicate it, right? Mainly because we do this thing called creative avoidance. And we believe that by complicating things that are very simple, it gives us more time to be distracted with bullshit. And then we fall into the victimhood, right? Because now we want to point the fingers and, oh, well, I'm not successful because of the market. You see how that cycle goes? That's not building a stable foundation to your real estate business. It's not doing it. Okay. I want to move into expectations and then we're going to wrap it up because my ultimate commitment is to make sure that I'm sharing real life, factual, proven strategies and conversations that get results. Okay. And I want to do that concisely. So we're going to get ready to wrap this up, but let's wrap it up with expectations, right? Like, what are your standards when it comes to those expectations? Like some people are, I am not going to have less than 5 2-minute conversations a day. That is my minimum standard. And then that is what my expectation is. Like that is my expectation of myself. Maybe you have a weekly or a monthly expectation or a yearly one, but get clear on that. Do you have the expectation to set an appointment with every single person you talk to, even for the first time? That's probably not a realistic one. And if you have an expectation like that, you're probably going to have a lot of unfulfillment and feeling or sense of I'm failing because you're not, actually meeting the expectation. So that could be unhealthy, right? Now, there is a difference between do I expect to set an appointment with every single person I'll talk to, no matter who they are, no matter the time, versus will I always ask for a meeting? Okay. Because one you can control, the other one you can't, right? So the expectation of every single person that I talk to that has intention of buying or selling real estate, whether it's now or in the future, I will ask for a meeting so I can show and share what I can do to help them. Cool. I love that. That's strong, powerful, and it really does help when it comes to building your business, right? It's a mental thing. Get clear on your expectations. Matter of fact, get clear on your mindset, strategy, the approach, right? Get clear on your expectations. And when you do that, naturally, you will gain results. And more time than not, they will be positive results. Okay. So there is a caveat to this, and I just got to say it, right? So when you're in business and when you're in the real estate business, you got to You got to be patient, right? But you need to work impatiently. I'm going to say that one more time. When you are in the real estate business, you got to be patient. However, you need to work impatiently. It's going to take time to really build up momentum because, again, you're building the foundation. You're not building a house in one day. Feel me? But with that being said, knowing that it's going to take time to build momentum, it doesn't excuse you from working diligently. Understanding it is a process, and that process takes time and it's never ending. And even though that is true, work your ass off as if you need that goal to be achieved today or by tomorrow. Just think about that, right? I want to earn 100K this year in 2025. Maybe this is your first year being able to touch six figures, which is a great goal to have. It tends to be a common one that I hear. Work today as if you're trying to earn 100K by the end of the day today. But also understand it is a process and I kind of build. And that's what is exciting. Okay. All right, y'all. As always, it is my pleasure to connect with you guys on this level. I really do enjoy being able to help build and develop talent. With that being said, I will continue to push out this information, whatever's on my heart, whatever's on my mind. I'll continue to share that not only with my team, but with you guys, because that's what I'm here for. That is my commitment to, what I do to you guys in the community. With that being said, I got some more fire coming up here. We're going to have some more guests joining us, people from different parts of the business and being able to share that expertise. So be on the lookout for that. And then, make sure this is one that you want to rewatch, right? Take some notes, review it every single day, because this is all about making this year the best year you've ever had, but not the best year ever, right? But the best year you've ever had up to this point. That being said, if I can be any additional support to you, you know where to find me. I'm on social media. Obviously, like, comment, subscribe, follow, whether you're watching on YouTube, any your favorite podcast, Spotify, all that good stuff. Give us a rating as well. We always like to know how we're doing. Until I holla at y'all, until I talk to y'all next time, I'm gonna holla at y'all. Y'all stay powerful, do the work. Peace.